Hey, what's up, guys? Dragging back again with another edition of the Kaiju commentary. On this one, you're watching 1969's All Monsters Attack. Now, as always, when you see the Toho logo appear on your screen, that is your cue to start listening to us. So we're going to kick things off in 3, 2, 1. Hello! And welcome to another edition of the Kaiju commentary. Today we are doing All Monsters Attack, a.k.a. Godzilla's Revenge. Neither title of which really makes...
I'm not gonna do my classic. Not gonna do my...
Just because what the hell's the point?
I'm just...
Alright, folks, so here's the thing. The last time we did a Godzilla movie, it was Destroy All Monsters, and we had, talked about how that was meant to be the last Godzilla film Toho did, at least in the Showa era, because, quite frankly, a bunch of, CEOs and directors and writers were kind of sitting in a boardroom probably at Toho, and we're like, yo, y'all got any ideas?
The song.
And they were all like, nah. So there you go. There were a lot of ideas, so they went big and they went out with a bang with Destroy All Monsters. Yeah. And then, Destroy All Monsters made a lot of money, so in classic studio fashion, let's make more Godzilla movies. So you would think now, since they're going to continue the Godzilla franchise, that they were stricken with a great idea for a great new Godzilla movie to take Godzilla in a brand new, innovative direction. Nope! We got this shit. An opening that is entirely stock footage with like a
terrible
angry,
yelling child.
Yeah, really just pissed off kid.
Oh my god.
This is like me if I was Japanese at 7 years old, just fucking angry.
And drunk.
So you're wondering, why all the stock footage? Well, I hope, get used to it, because that's literally, no joke, 90% of what this movie is going to be. It's basically pulling... It's actually worse than the last Gamera movies. So yeah, let's...
Get your booze out, kids.
Yeah, we're drinking, by the way, this commentary. Normally we're kind of sitting up, we're kind of invested, we're watching. We started drinking before we hit record on this one.
Why are their shorts so short?
Zoom in. So, okay, now, perhaps some of you out there might know, I don't remember if one way or the other. Now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to, because obviously people are talk about Godzilla in this movie, they're aware of Godzilla, but what it's not really made super clear is, are they aware of Godzilla because Godzilla exists, or because Godzilla is the fictional character Godzilla? In other words, is this movie actually taking place in our world, the real world, where Godzilla is a fictional character created and produced and licensed by Toho Studios? Yeah, so
she just pushes him off.
See, like the kid, he's like, oh, it's like Minya. Like, okay, but does he know that because Minya is a real kaiju that lives on Monster Island, or is it because he's seen the movie Son of Godzilla? Here we go.
Oh god.
Now this song is not in the American cut, which, okay, as always, we're watching the Japanese cut of the film. Yeah, and it's just got this just fucking
grating,
pissed off, like, punk rock 70-year-old Japanese kid.
Oh gosh. They just gave him a lot of caffeine.
Doing his, like...
And they were like, you're gonna yell this.
Doing his best impression of, like, a Sex Pistol song. I don't know. Like, it's... This film's rough, folks. Like, it is... If you're new to the kind of the Godzilla franchise...
Godzilla's Revenge sounds like, that's gonna be awesome!
Well, Godzilla's Revenge makes about as much sense as All Monsters Attack. Like,
I know.
They're both really generic, and this whole movie, you get the sense of, like, this movie was kind
Danger! Oh, that's my dad.
It's like a drive-by yelling.
I know. The yelling is just part of the family. I'm assuming that's him supposed to be singing the opening, so...
Again, the best way I can describe this movie, and if you think about it this way, it kind of gives it a purpose. And I know I'm reaching here, but we're here for like a little over an hour, folks, so I got to do something. This movie kind of feels like a placeholder. Destroy All Monsters did exceptionally well. It kept the interest in the Godzilla franchise going. So Toho wanted to keep the Godzilla movies going. And now, granted, after this point, there will be some not just good, but rather iconic Godzilla films coming up. I mean, Mecha Godzilla has yet to be introduced, and could you imagine the Godzilla pantheon now without Mecha Godzilla? So there are going to be some good movies coming up. Don't worry. But
we just got to get through this first.
yeah, but my thing is, they were probably trying to figure out what those good movies were going to be, but they didn't want to go too long without producing a Godzilla film. So they had to crank something out, because Toho was pretty much doing one of these every year. And then they also, don't forget, they had Gamera from Baidaia, who was kind of their competition. Now, I know, budget-wise, Gamera movies can't really compete, but, he was still popular with kids, so Toho didn't want to fall behind. So they had to get something out, but they didn't have any ideas, because, like I said, they kind of blew their wad with Destroy All Monsters. That was meant to be it, the big crescendo. And now they have to do another one after all that. It's like, shit, what do we do? Like, the whole reason why we were going to stop was that we had no more ideas. And now we have to come up with an idea.
Maybe that's also part of the reason why this movie is all stock footage, because they're like, we blew all our money.
Well, there's that. And honestly, probably if they are going to produce another really original, more high-quality Godzilla film, they're probably going to save their money. So how do they get something out so they don't have a gap? But that's not going to cost them a lot of money. Well, have it basically be like an after-school special about bullies, and just use stock footage. Like, all this stuff you're seeing here is predominantly going to be the original footage. There's only a little bit of new original footage shown in the movie. So, yeah, I mean, that is just kind of the way it is. Which, I mean, I don't think it would have killed them to take a year off, but apparently they did. So, but yeah, and again, this is the film that placates the children the most by far, unapologetically. Like, they're not even. I mean, basically, they're pulling a Gamera on this one because it's funny. The next Godzilla film after this will be in 1971. So they did take a year off, basically, and they did Godzilla versus, Ghidorah, Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, which is a really weird, kind of experimental film, but it's dealing more with, like, teen youth culture and all that, so it's kind of a departure even from this one. And the later Showa films kind of start to slightly go away from the kid-friendly stuff, so you could make the argument that this is kind of the grand finale of super, super kid-friendly Godzilla stuff.
Man.
Again, I'm trying to make this commentary interesting because I don't want to just shit all over the movie, because I feel when it comes to this movie, a lot of people do just that. It's kind of become the butt of so many Godzilla jokes. Excuse me, I need to drink my alcohol real quick.
Maybe
interest renewed.
maybe they just really want to show you, inside what being a child in Japan is like when you're bullied.
I don't know. He's not getting shot, so it's already better than here.
I know.
But I mean, yeah. So, and this actor right here, I do not remember his name, unfortunately, but he does appear in Godzilla, Giant Monsters, GMK, that movie that has, like, a paragraph for a title. He actually appears as the old man who talks about King Ghidorah and is there when King Ghidorah kind of awakens. So, the little trivia there for you. But the one positive thing I'll say about this movie, well, there'll be a few other things I'll say. It is kind of cool to see a kid who's, like, for him, Godzilla's, like, his Superman, his Batman. Like, he always, kind of acts like, what would Godzilla do? Or, like, he thinks of, like, Godzilla when he has to stick up for himself. And I gotta be real with all of you guys. I did the same thing when I was that age. So while it's a dumb idea for a Godzilla movie, I can kind of relate to it in that sense, because when I was a kid, that's what I would do. Godzilla was my hero. So when I was going to get in a fight, I'd be like, when I would get into fights at school, I would sometimes pull Godzilla moves I would see in the movies and whoop ass that way. So it's quaint in that sense, but I would have never have used it as the basis for a movie.
What if I get my ass beaten, Grandpa?
And this was Doctor Who in King Kong Escapes.
Yeah, I was wondering why he looked so familiar.
Yeah.
I was like, why are we like? It definitely is.
Yeah. Ha ha ha! Jeez. Fuck you too,
Everyone's
kid.
a critic, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, Mom. I'll do what I want.
Yeah, so again, you're probably wondering how Godzilla is going to come into play and all this, and it's you'll see how they do. But yeah, basically the stock footage is going to be intercut throughout the film, kind of coinciding with kind of the events of his life. Which again begs the question: are we seeing the stock footage in terms of the narrative here? Because those are the scenes from the movies he's watched. Therefore, he's like, "Oh, this is like that scene in that Godzilla movie." Sure, they show that scene in that Godzilla movie. Oh, and this is like that part of that Godzilla movie. So we see that part of that Godzilla movie, implying that Godzilla is a film franchise in this, this universe here, and not an actual monster. But again, they don't really make it super clear. I mean, I guess you could figure, like, okay, yeah, see, he's got a Godzilla toy. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, okay, well, if Godzilla and monsters exist and they're just part of reality, why the hell not make toys of them? So that might, that's not necessarily a giveaway that, oh, Godzilla's not necessarily real in this continuity.
Yeah.
Also, around this time, Toho was doing something called the Toho Champion Matsuri Festival program, basically, which they would kind of take Godzilla films and like edit them down for like kids, do like 30-minute versions of them, kind of things,
Yeah.
so, and they would show these little festivals for kids. And this film is kind of meant to kind of feel like that.
Mm.
Yeah, so he's kind of imagining himself in all these scenarios. So basically, it's kind of like this whole movie basically is this kid's imagination.
This kid's got money if he's flying out of Haneda Airport.
I know, right? Look at
And
those.
if he can make everyone disappear,
I wish I could do that when I fly.
is he gonna go to first class?
Going the wrong way if he is.
I know.
He's gonna go raid the minibar in the back. He's like, what do we got here?
Jesus.
Enter attack of the stock footage.
And he's on drugs.
Yeah, well, I wish I was on drugs right now.
Oh God.
So what do we have? Son of Godzilla? Refer back to our commentary at this point. No, just kidding. So again, is this supposed to be like, him just remembering the scene from the movie, or again, it's not made clear.
That's the thing. You obviously saw these guys somewhere, so it's like, yeah, is he?
Again, did he see the movie, or did they just know the events of these of these movies, meaning that this is all
And
happening.
he remembers them exactly as we have seen.
Yeah.
Is
What-
this child God?
Like I said,
He made the movies happen, babe. Jesus Christ.
again, now you could make the argument if you can ignore the really dumb storyline with the kid, if someone just wanted to see a bunch of cool clips from the Showa era Godzilla and just kind of get a sense of it,
Yeah.
this movie works for that because it's a bunch of stock footage from some of the best scenes in the Showa film. Not all of them, but we have something from King Kong Escapes. So right now, yeah, we're basically just doing the Kaiju roll call. Oh, giant condor. Remember giant condor? That famous monster?
Maybe he's a big fan.
Oh, so he's the one. This scene from Abra Horror from the Deep. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much gonna be the movie.
And it's even weirder that the music cut out. So now I'm like, oh, we don't even have a little jazzy tune in the background now.
Again, there will now. Interestingly enough, there is something original in this movie. There is an original kaiju who was short of a fan film, which you can see on YouTube. You never see this kaiju again. His name is oh crap, not Gappa. Wow. So I'll forget about this movie as I just forgot the monster I was going to talk about. Oh my god.
I won't judge you.
No, I cannot believe I just...
Again.
Kamacuras.
Did you say pancreas?
No, Kamacuras. Pancreas. That's a...
It's a different kaiju.
Yeah. I'm trying to... I'm so angry with myself. I'm trying to find this,
Jesus.
Gabara. I knew it was something with a G. Yeah, Gabara. It's a... kind of a weird-looking kaiju, but I kind of dig with his whole vibe, and he was never seen again. You've never seen... He's kind of like a Varan type deal. Varan. So I don't want to say his name. Whereas, like, you just never saw him again.
Safest landing ever.
But yeah, no, this movie is definitely placating hard to kids. But again, like I said, you can clearly see this was very much, while this movie was probably being scrapped together, and by scrapped together I mean they, pieced together in the editing booth and like...
The first idea that they had. Not even, they probably just mushed it up.
Well, again, obviously at this point, these films are still marketing very well to children, so like, okay, if we're gonna have to scrape something together for super cheap to kind of just buy us some time... Let's really make it kid-friendly, put a kid at the heart of it, put a bunch of stock...
the magic rope child.
Because basically kids are going to be like, oh, cool, big Godzilla scenes, yay. This is clearly not a film that's supposed to kind of placate to adults, or adults are really going to find this interesting.
Is who I think is going to be up there going to be up there?
Yeah.
Oh, God, here we go, guys. Potato face. Imotan. Potato face.
Yeah,
I'm not ready. I'm not ready to see that face again.
That friendly face.
It's so terrifying. The turd face.
You guys are probably wondering, if you've never seen this film, who could they possibly be talking about? Who could be lowering that rope?
You'll regret it soon.
Where did he find the rope?
It's actually a vine. Apparently, maybe he just magically... Oh, why is it... I forgot
and he talks
talk.
now.
I forgot he could talk. Holy shit. I just blocked it out so much.
Now, if you watch the English dub of this movie, they gave him, like, Goofy's voice. He talks like this in the dub.
Oh, my God.
Now he just sounds like a kid speaking to, like, a shitty PA system.
Yeah. Oh, God, his face looks even more scary. I think it's because he's, like, trying to make him talk.
Yeah. There's Gabara. So, here we go. An original kaiju. Something original in this wholly unoriginal film. And he's kind of... I don't know. I know some people think he looks dumb, and I think it's more or less the execution of the suit. But you could easily kind of give him a Heisei makeover. You know what I mean?
God.
And give him a cool look. Because he's kind of a cool reptile. He's kind of crafted like a big cat and a reptile.
Yeah.
Again, you can see if they approached it from a less kiddie, attempt, you know what I mean? And rendered him the way kaiju were later on in the 80s and 90s, he would be really, really cool looking.
What just happened to Manila, however you say his name? Oh, no.
The phone call interrupted, his, shitty movie. It's so funny seeing him act so nice when we last time we
I
saw
know.
him was in a... He was a dick, wasn't he?
Trying to like murder people.
Pompous, yeah, and he was like legit shooting people. He was just murdering people. And he got crushed to death by Kong. And now he's a kindly old man. Oh, crap. I forgot.
Did you forget?
I forgot. There's like a weird criminal subplot in this movie.
Yep.
Okay,
Because
people.
I forgot, and then I saw that, and I remembered. And
Yeah,
I was
okay.
like,
We're going to be... time for us to confess, folks. We don't watch this one a lot.
Nope.
It's... I own it.
I watched it once, and then I swore.
Yeah, I've
never
seen it a
again.
few times growing up,
I
and
broke
then
my
a
oath
few
to
more times in my
myself.
adult life. Now, obviously, I own it, and I display it proudly on my shelf.
Proudly.
But I'm going to be real with you. I tend to skip over this one. I mean, for completion's sake, I have it. But that's about the only reason why I have it.
Yeah, I forgot, and then I remembered, and I was like, oh yeah. Yep. This movie.
And again, I know it sounds like we're being really hard on this movie, and we are, because it deserves to be. Wait, what was I going with this? No, and here's my thing. I would honestly excuse the super duper kid friendly plot at this, all that, because whatever, Toho was making it very clear that at this point they're
But
marketing.
if they didn't, it would be one thing if they just didn't use stock footage.
Exactly. If they at least shot
It's like they saw the Gamma movies, they're like, oh, wait, we can get away with that? Shit.
Well, honestly, I'm sure that probably wasn't,
Yeah.
too far removed from what happened, but I mean, it's one of those things where, like, okay, even if Godzilla's not actually supposed to be real here, and it's just, a fictional character the kid is thinking about, if they would have shot some new scenes for him,
Yeah.
I would have actually rather have had less Godzilla in the movie and have it be new footage shot than have as much Godzilla as we do and have it be stock footage. Now, towards the end, we're going to get more new footage because they do shoot some stuff for the end of the movie where Godzilla and Minya fight Gabara. So that stuff is new, but I would have liked more of that. You know what I mean? And less of just, hey, remember when you fought the giant condor? Yeah. No? Here it is. It's like...
Not today, motherfuckers. He's a wimp.
Hey, look at that map painting.
I was just gonna say, like...
Yeah. Again, it's just mind-blowing because...
Trespassing's fun.
Again, you watch Destroy All Monsters, and you look at the budget of that film, the scope of that film, the Toho scope of that film, and then you look at this one, and you're like, what? Even if you had no ideas, you could have scrapped a completely kind of bullshit story that still looked better than this.
Yeah.
And again, I think that's why a lot of people kind of fault this movie so much, is that we know Toho can do better at this point in time. They did so right before, and they would do so, not too long after. But because they took kind of like a year off, you could tell, okay, A, they didn't want to do this again, and B, they really kind of wanted to figure something out, because if they're going to go forward with these films, they had to kind of do what they did before and create kind of really good, compelling, original narratives.
Yeah.
They couldn't just keep doing this. So this is very much just like, let's get something out quick, because Destroy All Monsters did well. Let's ride the wave. Godzilla right now is a hot property, so let's put something out with Godzilla's name on it. And that's essentially what this film just is. It's something with his name on it. You know what I mean? But I don't know if you could really call... I mean, it's a Godzilla film, yes. But... I don't know. It doesn't offer anything new to the myth, though. I mean, Gabara is really the only thing. And he was never seen again. And I probably wonder if that was also, again, because kind of the negative stigma of this film. That maybe they didn't want to take anything from it and put it... You know what I mean? They kind of want to just leave this film behind, which I actually understand, but... I do think it's a shame we never saw him again.
What is this building he's in?
It's like an abandoned... I think it's like an abandoned factory or something. Again, trying to be introspective about a film that is about as deep as, a kiddie pool, basically.
A puddle.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I don't insult Toho, because I don't think for a minute Toho believed they were making,
A jewel.
Yeah, they knew exactly what this was. Again, like I said, it's to kill time. It's a placeholder. It's just to kind of buy them time while they figure something out. What they figure out what they're going to do with the Godzilla franchise from here on out. So, I mean,
They got the one kitty movie out of their systems.
yeah, the ultimate. Well, it's kind of like, well, how much more kid friendly do you make it after this movie? It's
Yeah.
kind of like, essentially it plays out like a Saturday morning cartoon. I don't even know if kids watch Saturday morning cartoons anymore. I don't know if that's still a thing. I'm old, so.
Let's go stalk this small child. I've got the suit. I hold the money.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Also, I'm cool. I have sunglasses inside.
But he's a bad guy because he drinks. What the hell is he doing in that car?
Maybe he's trying out for a music video.
Why is he, like, molesting that car? Hey, stop dry humping my car and then trying to steal it. Kid's a little shithead.
I know.
It's funny. I would catch this movie sometimes on like afternoons on TV when they would show like these kind of Godzilla movies, and I would never catch the whole thing. But I was always confused. I was always like, "Am I watching the same movie? Am I seeing different parts?" Like, whenever I saw the scenes of Gabra, I was always thinking like, "Oh, this is like a part of a bigger movie that I haven't seen." So once again, he's using the power of his imagination to try to contact Monster Island. Which, again, as a kid, I did on more than one occasion.
Why are they just like arbitrarily having their sirens on?
Well, they're looking for the bank robber still, those guys. It's just so funny, you look how much bigger cars used to be over there, and now you go there and everything is so much more compact.
Yeah. Stalking success.
Okay, now look at the food they're eating right there, okay? To get that food in America, you go to a restaurant that would serve food like that. It's just a funny...
It'd be like $60.
Yeah, for them, this is just like a Hungry Man kind of, microwavable kind of equivalent of like that kind of thing. And here, it's like, that's just their whatever little thing they scrape together for dinner. And then you see that same kind of thing here. And it's like, like I say, you pay an arm and a leg. Again, that's like I say when you see, like, I go to, like, international food stores here. And I see, like, French chocolate. And I look at the chocolate and it's like, $15 for like a little thing of it. And I'm like, this is the kind of stuff you see at like the grocery store checkout line. That's like the equivalent of like buying a Snickers bar over there. And it's like dirt cheap because it's just junk food. But here, because it's foreign, it's like gourmet French chocolate. I'm like, this is not gourmet French chocolate. And I'm not paying $15 for like a wafer of chocolate. See, like right there, the way the guy was like, oh, so where is he? It kind of implies that, yeah, Godzilla's a fictional character, and unless you watch the movies, you don't really know much about Godzilla. So when he's saying this, oh, Godzilla, where is he? He's probably not a Godzilla fan. He probably doesn't watch the movies, so he's, So again, I'm pretty sure this film is meant to kind of take place in the quote-unquote real world, our world, where, Godzilla is a fictional character. So it's kind of interesting in that respect. Like,
I like how, by the way, he didn't have his doors locked and they just kind of barged in.
No, Japan is a much more, trusting culture.
Still. Why did they touch that?
Well, why wouldn't you?
Because it's weird.
Look at them smoking the good shit right there.
I like how the police haven't thought to check this random, abandoned building.
Of course not. Man, all that money they got, they better diversify their portfolio. Here, that's sound advice, kids. Invest and diversify.
Oh, acid trip time.
I know, right? Like, what did the guy give that kid, too?
Drugs.
It's like, oh, God. I look back up at this shitty movie again.
I was going to say, he even said, don't wake me next time. I'm going to see Godzilla. So I'm like, yeah, so basically, obviously, you're only doing this in your dreams.
Yeah, yeah, obviously these are in his dream. It was just a question, is Godzilla himself a real thing in this world, and the kid's just aware of Godzilla like everybody else, or is he just a fan of the movies? So you have Gabra again.
Jesus.
I don't know, I like Gabra. I think he's cool.
It sounds like if you had a weird stuffed animal toy that would laugh, but it got messed up. So
yeah. You see, I would always, because the way they set him up in this movie, obviously this.
Jesus Christ.
But here's the thing: we've never seen Gabra in a movie before, so I'm like, okay, so again, where does this kid see this monster?
Yeah. Well, Gabra is obviously based on the bully. That's what he keeps saying. They have the same name.
Well, yeah, but again, all these other monsters are one he.
Well, yeah.
So did he just kind of make up one in his head?
I think so. It's supposed to be the metaphor for the other kid.
It looks like Minnie's just kind of hanging out in the corner waiting to sell people drugs.
I was gonna say, why did he just drop his drugs?
It's like, hey kid, now remember what I said. The first one was free. This time you got to pay. But no, I've heard other people say that because Gabra only appears in this kid's dreams, and this is the only time you've ever seen Gabra, that Gabra almost could feel like a dream kaiju, like maybe the way they could kind of reintroduce him in later films, almost kind of like a Freddy Krueger-esque type kaiju. You know what I mean? One that, I don't know, that would be kind of cool.
God.
And now we have Ebra. Horde from the deep.
Time for some shrimp. He is a shrimp, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like a big
crawdad.
Like a big crustacean, more like a
big crusty.
A big crusty. To be fair, though, I when I was little, I used to have dreams like this where I'd watch Godzilla fight. I had a dream once. I think I might have been in first grade or something, where something bad was happening. And everyone was kind of down and out about something, and I was like, don't worry, Godzilla will come and save us. And I was in my dream so adamant about that. Again, though, would not have made it the basis of a movie.
It's time for some volleyball.
And I am fairly certain that it's still the same suit they used from Son of Godzilla and Destroy All Monsters. I would hate to think they made more.
And now you're in the splash zone.
Like I said, I mean, it is cool in the sense that you get to see some of the kind of greatest hits moments, if you will.
Hey, we can go on YouTube for that.
Yeah.
We don't need all this crap in between.
Well, once upon a time in the days before...
It's sunny where they are, but not where he is.
Yeah, I know. It's
so convenient.
Yeah, that's not the worst continuity error
Oh, I know.
in this movie.
I guess the thing is, it's kind of like the Gamera movies, or the ones where they have the stock footage, where it's just like it's almost you're showing too much. I'd get it for a little bit, but like you're showing the entire fight.
But because they're not shooting a lot of original footage with Godzilla, what else are you gonna put?
I know.
There'd be no Godzilla in this movie, basically.
The other ones, this went shorter, but still, it's like we don't need to see the entire thing. Like they wouldn't even see this, so.
Well, again, I think mercifully too. That's why Toho made it short. Like I said, I don't really think Toho set out to make a movie per se. I know. I'm just repeating myself.
It's like
now.
when they have anime and you get like halfway through and suddenly they have a recap episode. We're like, yeah, we're good. We don't need this.
Yeah, I know. I've watched the whole thing.
Watching?
And if I haven't seen what happened before and I'm that interested, I'll go back and I'll watch it.
I know, right?
Yeah. Again, like I said, I mean. Now, one thing you could say too here is, all right. Now, because it's really appealing to a younger audience, perhaps by this point, some of the kids who'd be watching this film would have just started to come of age where they would be watching movies like this. So for them, they might not have seen these older films. Because you got to remember, too, this is...
Well, that, and I'm sure they like the fight scenes best, obviously.
Well, yeah, but remember, this was before the days of home release. Like, they didn't have VHS tapes or, anything like that.
Back in the old days.
Yeah, they basically, they would see these movies in the movie theater, and if they would...
Godzilla's face changed.
Well, because it's keep jumping movies.
I know, I'm joking.
But sometimes then they would air these movies on television, and that would be the only other time people would see these movies. So you could kind of get away with stock footage a bit more back then, because for a lot of people, unless they saw those movies in the theaters, they probably had never seen these. So for a lot of young kids, like 5, 6, 7, they probably had never seen the movies that they're taking from.
Ew.
I know, it was like, when I was a kid I saw that.
That was oddly...
Like, a kid his age, this might be the first Godzilla movie they've seen. So all these scenes that to us, we've seen this already.
Oh, yeah, because he did stuff in this, right?
Yeah. For them, they would have never have seen this before. So for them, it wouldn't feel like stock footage. Oh, yeah, he does this now.
Yeah.
You wonder why he's so small in this movie. Oh, no, he's not doing the thing yet. But yeah, no, so because this movie is meant strictly for kids, most kids would have not have seen any of these older movies, so again, for them, this movie would have been all original. But again, if you're an adult, it doesn't work, so... And nowadays, too, because obviously with the internet and home release, you can see these other movies whenever you want, so it kind of makes this movie now even less, or it just makes it more pointless, basically, because... Yeah, I'm sure if you went on YouTube right now and typed in, greatest fights of Godzilla fights of the show era, you would just get like a 10-minute, 15-minute video that compiles all the best fights. You know what I mean? Which is essentially what this movie...
Instead, we get this.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Toho was kind of banking on, was that the age range for this film would have not have seen these films, or not all of them anyway. I like a Gabra as kind of like a sassy blonde.
He looks like an angry, scaly Persian. Like he's got a Persian face.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's a weird
Persian
concept.
Cat, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not
just wanted to clarify.
Yeah. But the only thing I didn't like about his suit, which I was, well, if he could go on all fours, it would work better, but he doesn't have a tail.
Oh, really?
No. So it kind of makes him look...
I was going to say, I don't think they've shown his whole body yet, so...
Yeah, you're kind of get a good look at it. He doesn't have a tail. Which makes him look weird, because he stands upright. Like that. So it's kind of like, if he could kind of go on all fours and kind of lope on all fours, that would work better. Yeah. And he grows.
God.
No!
Crotch shot. Now I'm giant. How convenient.
Bring it!
Oh God, why the sounds?
It's kind of weird. I like Gabra's eyes. Look at his eyes next time you see him. A, I like that they're big, and B, I like kind of the weird orange.
Why is he making like weird donkey noises?
He did that before too.
I know, but it's...
Boom! Look at him, just beating the shit out of him.
And him, I just like, what is that sound?
Damn, I like. So basically, this is like an adult beating up a little kid.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got my ass beat so bad it turned small again. I like that he's got an 8-pack.
I know, right?
He's like, oh, I'm tough. Yeah, he looks kind of weird from the back. They should have given him something going down his...
Yeah, again, he looks, I don't know, like weirdly proportioned without like a tail. Again, if he was hunched over or moved on all fours, that would work better.
But still, I'd say something should go down his back, because otherwise it's just like...
Well, yeah, it's because he stands
doesn't break
upright.
up all those bowl, like, scaly patterns.
Well, if you look like he has like that little nub of a tail, basically, if he could go on all...
I didn't
yeah,
see it.
if he could go on all fours, he could kind of pass off more as kind of like a big, scaly bobcat, that kind of anatomy. But because obviously he's standing upright, it just looks strange, yeah.
No, his face isn't as dumb. Yay.
Again, more from Ebra. Yeah, they pull mainly from Ebra and Son of Godzilla, obviously, because, you know, Minya was in that movie.
Yeah. Just looked like he's trying to boogie. It's like, let's groove tonight. He's just like, boogie down.
Pyrotechnics. Okay, so obviously...
Murder!
So obviously in Ebra, these were the bad guys, you know, flying those planes. But in terms of this kid's imagination, this is probably what? The Japanese self-defense force?
It's murder.
So he's cheering on Godzilla killing innocent Japanese soldiers, right?
Hell yeah.
Let's just munch on that fact for a moment, right? The kid was like, "Yeah, get him, Godzilla! Kill my countrymen!" Godzilla, who's a metaphor for the greatest tragedy befallen our great nation.
Ouch.
Yeah. Someone's dad. Someone's brother. Hooray!
Jesus.
Families will mourn. All in a day's work of murder.
Jesus. Now I'm gonna poop. He's like...
Go get me a switch. I like the kids like rocking like Dre's Beats headphones the entire time.
I know.
So now we're getting some original footage here. Finally.
Even though the suit's different again. Wait, no, isn't this from...
Well, this is a previously used suit, but it's
Yeah, but I thought that was from Son of Godzilla, or was it not?
No, this is not the Son of Godzilla suit.
Mm.
But yeah, now this is all original footage. And even though it's basically being used to replicate the scene from Son of Godzilla, where Godzilla was trying to teach Minya.
I guess that's what,
Yeah, where he was teaching Minya how to breathe
and
fire.
stepped on his tail.
Which I'm kind of surprised they're not using that scene.
I know.
And he does it here.
Oh.
Again, this is literally how that scene played out, which is why I'm actually kind of shocked that they didn't just use that scene.
Yeah. Know? Oh, I forgot, because they were doing it into the water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, are you sure it's not? But yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's not the same scene, but it is the same scene. They just reshot it, which again, I'm just kind of it's strange because they've been using
like
stock.
At least, oh.
Hey.
Oh, why do we have to zoom in on his child crotch? I'm uncomfortable with that. You will get this one.
You're either gonna get molested or murdered. Pick.
That knife is so small, though. So this is why you lock your doors. You might get those 50 million yen, thieves coming in. At least they're nice enough to let them have his shoes, though. Come on, They're still courteous.
Well, it would look kind of, it's suspicious.
If you know what? Maybe they're just courteous, okay? They don't want him to hurt his little feet.
Even in Japan, the criminals are thoughtful. Like, listen, we're lawbreakers, but we're not assholes, so. Ah, that was a great shit.
Gross.
I feel 5 pounds lighter. You still high in there?
Hell, it's my turn now.
I know, right? Don't be hogging that shit. Smacked him in the face. Yes, yes, I see it.
I will butter your face.
Like, well, I wasn't talking, so. Just parkour right over that. Do 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 do.
Surely they wouldn't be nice enough to leave the keys in here.
Theft mode engage. Clint Eastwood walks out with a shotgun. Get off my lawn. Don't be a sissy.
It's real nice.
I love these in Japan. They have these little booths where you can just.
Look at the bottle of sake right there.
I know. That bottle is how much money here? We actually that brand we you can buy here, and I know how much a bottle that size costs. I'm just like, that thing is probably just dirt cheap over there. But I just love they have those little booths. You can just roll up, get a bowl of ramen, get some booze, and just chill. Like,
that's the kind of bottle we need for this.
Yeah, each.
He just kisses money.
Oh, why not?
I like how the child's so nice he doesn't even move or like anything. He's not tied up.
Just drinkity drink.
Even he's in the movie and he doesn't even want to deal with it.
I know, right? He's trying to cast a spell.
I know.
God damn it. See,
Seriously, why are you wearing your sunglasses at night?
when the kid just talks about this kind of stuff, it just kind of makes you wonder, is this kid, like, legit, like, crazy, like, mentally unsound? Oh, back to this. Yeah, I like how he's got that pebbly skin. Again, I would just love to see what Gabber would look like
so he's
now.
gonna get peed on. R. Kelly just comes out. What is he? Oh.
Yeah, he's got a. There you go. He's got a cool electricity. I love that. Like, I like he's just basketball palming his hand in. Boom!
Yeah, he needs something on his butt, like a tail or something, and he needs something on his back. And then the design would be more kind of balanced.
No, I just love that Gabber's a fucking dick. Like,
well,
he just
he's a bully.
Fries his head and then just decks him. Like, but see, the other thing, Gabber had a lot of, like, I like that Gabber really just, you can tell his personality. That's why I'm like, I would have, ooh.
That's real nice.
Ow. Again, I would love to see Gabber make a comeback, do something with him, because on top of being a distinctive design, he has a very kind of distinctive personality.
It makes me think of King Caesar a little bit, because he's upright like that. I mean, obviously design-wise, they really don't look the same, but...
Yeah.
Just because it's that kind of just upright.
Yeah, it almost looks like they were going to design a tail for this. It just looks like there's something missing there.
We ran out of time. Well, that's what I mean, even... Well, actually, it's funny, too, because now that I think about it, usually they have something on the back because that's where it hides the zipper. So it's really interesting that they don't have it.
Yeah. See, even if they gave him, like, a short, stubby tail and then, like, a really long one, just something,
nub.
One that didn't even reach the ground.
Get the fuck out of here. You're an embarrassment to me.
You can tell Godzilla's a parent from the 70s. He's like, no, get back in there. Whoop his ass.
Jesus Christ. It's like the best scene in the movie.
was like how my dad used to like deal with me, like tell me get into a fight, like,
Jesus.
did you win? I was like, oh, well.
I guess he does. I guess I see where the zipper is now,
But he needs something that's just a bit longer.
Yeah. It just looks like he's got a saggy cheek or something.
Yeah. Again, I just think it's cool how you can fry him like
Yeah.
that. It's such a cool, and I like how you see where it originates from.
Yeah.
Godzilla giving a little bit of the assist.
Don't make the donkey noises.
Ooh.
I was just gonna say, bite him with his weird little teeth, and he did.
Aww.
That's.
I don't see you doing much to help out,
I was gonna
kid.
say, that's definitely the correct reaction. Flee.
I love how that Gabra is not at all really where that Godzilla is right there.
I know.
Because I don't think Godzilla can freaking just destroy him at any moment. He's just letting Minya kind of, learn a valuable lesson.
I can't walk up this hill.
Now he's little again.
Look, he's conveniently going to that spot. Jesus' face.
Kid is...
He's like, oh, you want me to stand right here?
Yeah, Gabra's basically like a bro.
I know. Jesus, oh my God. Oh no. What the fuck?
Gabra, away!
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are you calling baby?
Wah, 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 wah.
Godzilla just goes over to take a dump on his face. I could be
Stop.
I could be a voice actor, clearly. I could be in that suit.
Oh.
You messed with the wrong Papa.
Boom.
Jesus.
I know, I think Godzilla just gives him the beatdown.
It's like, you son of a bitch!
And now we have the real fight.
I know, right?
And it's a good fight. That's the thing. Look at it. Like they're tussling, man. Like they're not messing around. Ooh.
Jesus.
That's the thing about these Showa fights. They're really intense. Like I like that. Like these fights are brutal. Like these monsters like throw down. Get the fuck out of
This
here.
is my fun now.
Like you embarrass me enough as it is. Boom.
It's funny. I think I like that face. Probably, it's one of the best faces for the suits they've had.
The Showa era.
Yeah, like I think they really got like his eyes and everything right in this one.
He's got like a cool like scowl.
Yeah, but like, because sometimes he just looks derpy because his like face is too like pushed in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like too like blunt.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously I prefer the later suits, but I think this one looks the nicest out of all of them.
Yeah, if the Showa era for me, it's 54, and I like 62. The rest of the designs.
It's like, I'm done. Jesus.
Gabra the cripple.
That's terrible.
Kids making fun of Gabra because of his disability. Wow. This movie's so not progressive. I think I also like it too because when Godzilla closes his mouth is closed. He doesn't have that weird kind of like jaw hanging open kind of thing.
Yeah.
I love the guy just left a knife right there by the kid.
Yeah. It's very trusting.
That was an American kid. He would have stuck that thing in the base of his spine by now.
I know.
kid. I'm like,
And he put the knife away. As opposed to
I know.
stealing a car, stealing money.
Well, again, kids move, so they have to make
I know
kids,
that killing doesn't pay.
Yeah, I know. We're not gonna kill the kid. I'm like, realistically speaking, the kid's a witness. What do? Kill him. You know what I mean?
Especially after you kidnapped him.
Yeah, but kids movie, so these criminals have to have something resembling a conscience.
Something.
Something.
A little bit of something.
A little bit of something. Ow.
Did you smack him?
Yeah. But ultimately, what's the long-term plan with kidnapping this kid? Like, at some point, you gotta let him go, right?
That's what I mean. I'm like, you got your car, so, like, how is he insurance? Like... Good thing I know I gotta fix cars.
If it sounds like we're going quiet, it's because we've pretty much run out of things to say about this movie. I mean, the rest is gonna kind of just play out as like a, little kid crime caper. Oh, yeah, and then there's this as well.
Oh. I have to let the learn alone. I mean, learn to live alone.
That Kahlua kicking in yet?
Oh, yeah. No, the child that I so carefully tied up. But not carefully enough.
Like, I love how this kid is clearly like in a residential neighborhood kind of place.
Yeah.
Like, why not just scream as loud as you can? Like, Japan at night is quiet, even in a city. Mm-hmm. If someone screams, you'll notice.
I'm like, you guys, this car is working. Leave the fucking kid, like, damn.
Like, Tokyo at night was really quiet. Like, if someone shouted,
Tokyo
you would...
in general was really quiet.
But... Well, yeah, but you would notice. So all that kid has to do is just... No.
Except for him.
So if you ever hear people being loud in Japan at night, you know they're up to no good.
You don't want to be those people either.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Because then everybody would be like, what the fuck?
Well, they have a little game of cat and mouse.
Yeah. I like how he was clearly the one that dropped that, and yet he was, like, looking around.
I know. So yeah, this is... So at this point, I mean, you'll get a few flashes of, like, Godzilla stuff later on, but the Godzilla, like, footage you see in this, it's over now. So now, basically, the rest of the movie is just gonna be... It's just this kind of thing.
The kid being brave. Standing up to his bullies.
Yeah.
And the, robbers that kidnapped him.
Yeah. Held him at knife point.
Yeah. Like, dude, even if you could get out that door, you're on, like, the 3rd floor. What are you planning on doing? I guess jumping out a window?
I don't know. The irony here is that this is supposed to be, meant for kids. Oh, yeah.
Good job, child.
Like, kids are supposed to be... And I remember being a kid thinking, I'm watching a Godzilla movie. I don't give a shit about kids hiding from robbers. I'm like, where's a giant monster, like, knocking down a building? Like, this is what I want to see in these movies. I don't care about bank robbers and kids being taken hostage. And again, even as a kid at this age, seeing this movie, I had no interest in this. I was like, what the hell is this crap? Like, this isn't a Godzilla movie. Where's Godzilla doing Godzilla stuff?
Yeah.
Like, this is not what I want to see when I pop in a Godzilla VHS tape. So it's just the ultimate irony that this was meant for kids, and every kid that I knew growing up who had seen this movie was just like, yeah, this is stupid. Like, what is this? What do I care? Where's this guy? Look at the thing. Oh, this car. Who gives a shit? Like,
I'm
where's
just like, dude,
fuck
why are
is
you
Godzilla?
wandering around?
But again, I don't think Toho was ignorant to any of this. I think Toho knew exactly what they were doing. I don't think, when the studio looks back on the illustrious franchise that is the Godzilla franchise, they, regard this one, in the same way, Gojira, Mothra versus Godzilla, Terror of Mechagodzilla. This one clearly does not hold up to those films.
Yeah.
So it is just kind of what it is, kind of situation.
A knockout amount of money. I wish I had a knockout amount of money.
Right.
Jesus.
And then he died.
I know, right?
Again, I hate to say it, but the Gamera movies were more entertaining, I feel, than this.
Yeah.
Because at least they told a Gamera story. Like, yes, they were really kid-friendly, and, they, like I said, they were not, pieces of high art, or even really art. But, okay, they told their own kind of narrative, you know what I mean?
I guess this has it. It's just not good.
Well, at least it felt like a Gamera movie. I mean, it weren't good movies, but they were Gamera movies. This doesn't even feel like a Godzilla movie. I think that's where this film fails most at, is that it doesn't feel like what it's supposed to be.
No, basically, it's about this kid who has dreams about him.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, that's neat, but that's not what Godzilla is. Godzilla should not be a fictional character within the context of a Godzilla film.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Ouch. Wow, really? I feel like you had to plan that.
That was kind of an impressive stunt, though.
I know.
If you really look at that, how that was done, I'm like, he could have easily broken his neck. Knife!
Knife!
Gabra!
Jesus. Yikes. And then kids everywhere had seizures.
Kids everywhere thought they could stop,
Yeah, that too.
criminals. And they all died because they were brutally murdered because in real life criminals kill children. Hear that, kids? Don't be a hero.
Did this child take a, class on how to use fire extinguishers?
He was doing it all wrong. He was aiming high. You're supposed to aim at the base and
Yeah.
sweep.
Gotta use the pass system, guys. You learn this.
What's pass stand for again? What was the specifics?
Pull, aim, shoot and sweep.
There you go.
Yeah.
See? The kid
pass system.
did not do his
If
OSHA
you
training.
work retail, you know it.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, which type of extinguisher do you have?
I know. Is it for like a chemical fire? Is it a grease fire?
Lots of questions.
What would this guy constitute as? A grease fire, maybe?
Yeah,
He's a
pretty
greasy
greasy.
motherfucker. The cops just shoot him dead.
Jesus.
We don't want your kind in our neighborhood. Take him out.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why would you try to go by that way? He's like, okay, I wanted to join my friend anyways.
Maybe he's just looking for two high fives.
I'm sorry, isn't gonna help you, bro. Good thing I don't have, or I was gonna.
What?
Like, from the kid's perspective, like, good thing my parents aren't here. But I'm like, yeah, your parents are never there. That's kind of the problem.
Yeah, you're this old guy's problem too much.
I know. Your neighbor, who's a little loony. Doctor
Who may or may not be giving the kid LSD.
I know. Drugging him.
A child who may or may not have schizophrenia.
I know. Oh my god, he's got a mother.
Yeah. What are you doing at night,
A
Mom?
little late now, Mom.
Kind of work do you do at night, Mom?
Oh, get kidnapped again.
Kid's like a latchkey kid.
I know, that's even, they said in the beginning, remember?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, child.
Thank God, I thought he'd never leave. I hate him so much.
That's why she was crying.
Subplot, you find out she paid those guys to, like, try to get him.
This child's crazy.
See, the fact that none of them...
Oh, so he's simple.
Yeah, see, so I'm pretty sure that Godzilla is supposed to be the fictional Godzilla in this...
Yeah.
In the world, because, again, like, they don't... So, like, oh, wait, what, you mean that Kaiju was with you?
Why am I making him a god, though?
Godzilla is a god, god damn it.
No, but Minya, how do you say it?
Well, he's gonna grow up to be Godzilla at some point, right?
He doesn't deserve that name.
Gotta pay the toll.
That guy's still painting that fucking sign in the
I
background.
know.
Jesus Christ.
When in doubt, children, resort to violence. I love that's the message of this movie.
I know. Stand up for yourself and to bullies and to kidnappers. For
It's so funny because Japan is like this, very more like passive country, teamwork. Yeah, get along, teamwork. This feels like something you see in an American movie. It's like, what happens with a bully? Try to understand him, maybe learn about his home life, befriend him. No, kick the shit out of him.
Yo, I've got some mad respect, bro. He just farted on him. That's what I would do.
To be fair, this is not entirely inaccurate. I used to do this when I was a kid. Well, not almost murder people, but
I was gonna say
no, like bullies, like once you
they were
beat
trying
them.
to get you to be an asshole like this before, and you just did it anyways after you stood up to him. So what's the point?
I know, like
That poor guy. I know, right?
he looks so angry. He's like, ah!
I like how the little girl ran off with
I hate all my life decisions.
and then he gets hit by a train.
He just runs on the train. He just gives up on life.
I tried to murder a man after getting kidnapped.
I forgot about that. As I'm sure he forgets he has a son. Oh yeah, I made one of those once, huh?
Jesus. You little shit. That's the thing. He basically kind of became a bully in a way.
Well, that's my point. Like, the kid deserves to get his ass kicked.
I know.
Well, now that you became a criminal little asshole anyway, join the gang. It's like...
I know. Like, you were supposed to stand up to him, and you did, but then you just kind of joined him.
He basically just usurped the kid in the red as, like, the leader.
Yeah.
Now. He's like, yeah, I'll join your gang, but I'm going to run it.
Oh, Jesus, thank God.
That's done. So, thanks for sticking out with us, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace!
Peace.